My sister passed away 3 years ago. I know what her voice sounds like. The way she said my name, slightly longer on the first syllable. The way she laughed before the joke was finished. The way she whispered when she was scared. I know her voice the way I know my own heartbeat. So when the Ouija board spoke, and it used her voice, I knew immediately it was not her. Whatever was on the other side of that board had reached into the deepest part of my grief, found the thing I missed most, and worn it like a costume. I want to tell you what happened next. I want to tell you what it said using her voice, and I want to tell you what finally made it stop. Because it was not what I expected, and it will not be what you expect either. My sister Rachel died on a Tuesday in November. Car accident. Instant. No warning, no goodbye. I want you to understand what that kind of loss does to a person who was not ready. We spoke every single day. Not texts, calls, real conversations. Sometimes 20 minutes, sometimes 3 hours. The day she died, she had called me that morning. I missed it. I was in a meeting. I told myself I would call her back at lunch. I never got the chance. The voicemail she left, 43 seconds, about nothing important. A recipe she wanted to try. I have listened to it 412 times. I counted. The sudden kind. The kind with an unanswered call, still sitting in your phone. Leaves a door open. I did not know that then. The board found the door before I did. It was my coworker Dana who suggested it. She meant well. She said it might give me closure. She said maybe Rachel would come through. I want to be honest. A part of me wanted to believe that. The desperate part. The part that still reached for my phone to call a number that no longer connected. We set up the board on a Saturday night. Dana, her husband, and me. We asked if anyone was present. The planchette moved to yes. Dana squeezed my hand. I asked, "Is this Rachel?" The planchette moved to yes again. And then, the voice came. Not from any of us. Not from a speaker. Not from anywhere in that room that had a physical source. It came from the air itself. And it said my name, in Rachel's voice. Slightly longer on the first syllable. Exactly right. I started crying before I understood what was happening. It spoke for 40 minutes, using Rachel's voice. Her pauses. The specific way she said certain words. For the first 20 minutes, I believed it was her. I want to be honest about that. I believed it completely. It told me things only Rachel would know. The recipe from the voicemail, a secret we had kept since childhood, the name of a stuffed animal I had never told anyone about. I was sitting there with tears streaming down my face thinking, she is here. She came back. She heard me. And then it made a mistake. It told me Rachel was at peace, but that she needed one thing from me. It said she needed me to stop praying. That prayer was keeping her from fully crossing over. That every time I prayed, she felt pain. I stopped crying, because Rachel, my real sister, had been the most quietly faithful person I ever knew. She read her Bible every morning. Every single morning, without exception. She had a small wooden cross above her bed that our grandmother had given her. The real Rachel would never, in any version of any universe, ask me to stop praying. Whatever was using her voice had just told me exactly what it was. I stood up. Dana grabbed my arm. "What are you doing?" I told her I needed a moment. I went to my bedroom. I opened the drawer of my nightstand. Rachel's Bible was inside. She had given it to me 2 weeks before she died. I didn't know why at the time. Just showed up one afternoon and pressed it into my hands and said, "Keep this somewhere you can find it." Like she knew. I don't know if she knew, but I have thought about that moment every day since. I came back to the table. I placed Rachel's Bible on the board. The voice stopped immediately. Like a switch. The planchette, which had been moving constantly, went completely still. Dana pulled her hands back. Her husband stood up. The room felt different. The air felt different. I opened Rachel's Bible to the page she had bookmarked herself. Psalm 34, verse 18. Her handwriting in the margin, she always wrote in her Bible, said simply, "This one is true." I read it out loud. "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted, and saves those who are crushed in spirit." I read it 3 times, and whatever had been wearing my sister's voice was gone. Not gradually, not with a sound, simply absent. The way a lie disappears when the truth walks into the room. I want to tell you something important before this ends. Whatever was in that room, it was very good at what it did. It knew exactly what I missed most. It knew exactly which details to use. It knew exactly how long to wait before asking for the one thing it actually wanted. It almost worked. 20 minutes, I sat there believing. What stopped it was not my cleverness, not my skepticism, not anything I did. What stopped it was something Rachel had already done. She handed me a Bible 2 weeks before she died. She'd bookmarked a page. She wrote 3 words in the margin. This one is true. I don't know if Rachel knew what was coming. I don't know if she was guided to do that, or if it was simply who she was. Someone who left truth behind her everywhere she went. What I know is this: the thing that wore her voice was afraid of her Bible. And that tells me everything I need to know about where Rachel actually is. I read Psalm 34 every morning now. Rachel's handwriting still visible in the margin. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted. He was close that night, in a room where something dark tried to use the face of my grief to get inside. He was already there, closer than the voice, closer than the board, closer than the loss that had left a door open, close enough to close it. Long pause, then very softly, the sound of a Bible closing.